In 1993, if you'd invested $10,000 in Microsoft, you'd be sitting on over $1.5 million today. That's insane, right? But here's something even crazier. Palantir might be following a similar path. I'm seeing some wild similarities between Palantir's current trajectory and Microsoft's early days. We're talking about a company that could reshape the entire tech landscape. But I'm getting ahead of myself. Let me show you why I think Palantir might just be the next big thing in tech. Trust me, you don't want to miss this. Picture this. It's 1993. Microsoft's just another tech company in the sea of tech. But they're about to change the game entirely. You've got to hear this. Microsoft's at a turning point. Windows is catching on, but that's just the beginning. We're talking about a complete shift in how we interact with technology. The tech world's skeptical. Can you believe it? This small company from Redmond saying they can revolutionize computing? But Microsoft's got a secret weapon. Their vision. A computer on every desk, in every home. That's not just a goal, it's a revolution. Microsoft's selling a future where technology isn't just for the geeks and nerds. It's for everyone. Your grandma, your kid brother, the guy who runs the corner store. Everyone. By 95, Windows 95 hits the scene. It's not just software, it's a cultural phenomenon. People are lining up around the block to buy it. Can you imagine that today? It's wild, but it happened. Here's the kicker. Microsoft's gamble pays off big time. They've laid the foundation for tech dominance that we're still seeing today. They rewrote the rules of the game. Now, fast forward to today, and we're seeing history repeat itself with Palantir. They're pulling the same moves Microsoft did back in the day. They're not just building software, they're reshaping how we think about data. You've got to understand, this isn't about making better spreadsheets or prettier graphs. Palantir's playing a whole different game. They're doing for data what Microsoft did for personal computing, making it accessible, powerful, and indispensable. People hear data analysis and their eyes glaze over. But that's short-sighted. Palantir isn't just crunching numbers. They're building the nervous system for entire organizations. Every decision, every strategy, every move a company makes, all of it powered by Palantir's tech. We're standing at the edge of a new era. And trust me, you don't want to be on the sidelines for this one. Data. It's the lifeblood of modern business. And Palantir? They're pumping it through the veins of some of the most powerful organizations on the planet. You've heard the name, right? But do you really know what they're up to? Let me break it down for you. Palantir is in the business of big data. And when I say big, I mean massive. We're talking about the kind of data that can reshape entire industries overnight. Most people hear data analysis and their eyes glaze over. They think it's all spreadsheets and boring graphs. They couldn't be more wrong. Palantir's building the nervous system for entire organizations. Every decision, every strategy, every move a company makes, it's all powered by their tech. Think about it. You're a CEO of a Fortune 500 company. You've got operations spread across the globe, thousands of employees, millions of customers. How do you make sense of it all? That's where Palantir comes in. Their software is becoming as essential to companies as Windows was to PCs back in the day. But here's where it gets really interesting. Alex Karp, Palantir's CEO, he's positioning the company to become the leading provider of digital twins. You know what those are? They're virtual replicas of physical systems, and they're essential for deploying AI across enterprises. Palantir's evolving from a provider of digital twins to a network that connects these twins. Imagine a world where different industries, different companies can interact and share insights through these digital twins. It's mind-blowing stuff. This is just the beginning. Palantir's got bigger plans, and you won't believe what's coming next. They're positioning themselves to be the backbone of the data-driven world. Just like Microsoft became synonymous with personal computing, Palantir wants to be synonymous with data intelligence. The data revolution is just getting started, and Palantir's right at the center of it all. You have to check this out. We're looking at a company that could transform entire industries because they have exceedingly agile leadership and work environments. The thing that I'm most proud of, they're making their tech more accessible to small and medium enterprises too. It's not just for the big players anymore. AI is the talk of the town, But Palantir's taking it to a whole new level. They're not just adapting, they're completely reinventing the game. And let me tell you, the results are going to knock your socks off. Here's the deal. Palantir's cracked the code on making AI practical. While other companies are stumbling around with fancy models that can't solve real problems, Palantir's pulling ahead. They're weaponizing AI for business in ways you wouldn't believe. Imagine an AI that doesn't just answer questions, but asks the right ones. That's what Palantir's cooking up. It's like having a team of genius strategists working around the clock, uncovering insights you didn't even know to look for. And they're not keeping this tech to themselves. They're bringing it to small and medium enterprises too. It's a total democratization of AI, reminiscent of what Microsoft did with personal computing back in the day. But wait, there's more. Palantir's using something called generative search methods. It's way more efficient than the old-school retrieval methods, and it's changing how businesses turn inputs into actionable insights. We're talking about data analysis that was pure science fiction just a few years ago. And get this, Palantir's becoming the go-to provider for digital twins. These virtual replicas of physical systems are crucial for deploying AI across enterprises. It's like they're building a virtual nervous system for the entire business world. But here's the real kicker. Palantir's creating a whole new framework for how businesses interact with data. It's not just about using AI, it's about redefining the entire relationship between companies and their information. They're essentially building the operating system for the AI age. We're on the brink of something huge here, folks. Palantir's innovations are about to reshape how we understand and use data on a fundamental level. And trust me, you don't want to miss out on this. The future of AI is here, and it's got Palantir written all over it. Forget AI for a second. There's a revolution happening in the world of data, and Palantir's right at the center. They're creating something so fundamental that it might redefine how we understand the world, and most people have no idea it's happening. It's called ontology. Sounds like some fancy philosophy term, right? But in Palantir's world, it's the key to unlocking the true power of data. They're creating a whole new language for data, and this is big. Here's the problem. How do you make different systems talk to each other? How do you connect the dots across an entire organization when every department speaks its own data language? It's like trying to run a company where marketing speaks French, engineering speaks Chinese, and finance speaks Arabic. Good luck with that. Palantir's ontology solves this. It's like a universal translator for data. Imagine every piece of information in your company, from sales figures to customer feedback to production metrics, all speaking the same language, all working together seamlessly. That's what Palantir's offering. It's making data understandable, actionable, and incredibly powerful. This isn't just about making prettier charts or faster databases. Palantir's ontology is transforming how entire organizations think and operate. It's enabling companies to see patterns and connections that were invisible before. It's turning data from a headache into a superpower. And here's where it gets really interesting. Palantir's ontology is becoming crucial for deploying AI effectively across enterprises. It's the foundation that allows companies to automate processes and enhance decision-making capabilities. Without this kind of ontology, traditional software tools risk becoming obsolete in our increasingly AI-driven world. Palantir's even using this technology to create digital twins, virtual replicas of physical systems. These aren't just cool 3D models. They're powerful predictive tools that let organizations forecast outcomes based on real-time data. It's like having a crystal ball for your business, powered by cold, hard data. But here's the million-dollar question. Is Palantir really the next Microsoft? Are we looking at the birth of a new tech empire? Both companies saw the future and built the tools to shape it. Both faced skepticism and challenges, and both have the potential to fundamentally change how we interact with technology. But remember, success isn't guaranteed. Palantir's got some serious hurdles ahead. Privacy concerns, ethical questions, tough competition. The data revolution's just beginning, and Palantir's right at the center of it all. One thing's for sure. If they pull this off, we might be looking at a tech giant that reshapes how businesses operate in the data age. And trust me, You don't want to miss this ride. All right, let's wrap this up. Palantir today? It's like Microsoft back in '93, on the edge of something massive. But success isn't guaranteed. They're facing serious hurdles, from privacy concerns to fierce competition. Sound familiar? That's exactly what Microsoft dealt with. We're at the beginning of a data revolution, and Palantir's driving it. They're reshaping how businesses, governments, and organizations operate. We're talking about a fundamental shift in decision-making and strategy formation. The potential here is mind-blowing. Palantir's pushing the boundaries of what's possible with data, and that's going to ruffle some feathers. But isn't that exactly what groundbreaking tech does? They're walking a tightrope between innovation and privacy concerns, and it's wild to think about where this could go. Here's what you need to understand. This isn't just about Palantir becoming the next big tech giant. It's about how they're going to change everything. The way we use data, make decisions, form strategies, it's all on the table. And while the risks are real, the potential payoff is enormous. We're watching history in the making, folks. You have to check this out.